Who's going to buy it? I have no idea. I mean, originally we thought it would be a Middle Eastern buyer, but as the years progressed, it could be a Chinese buyer.
Who? Is Jack Ma? Is Jack Ma buying this place?
I can't say.
All right, Nile, this is an impressive place. I heard you sliced off basically the hill to get these panoramic views and pissed off a lot of neighbors. Tell us about that.
No. Well, listen, I think that we had 200 trucks a day. So, I mean, anything you do with 200 trucks a day are going to get any neighbor upset.
And how did you get into this? I mean, this is your, what, 30th home?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Tell us about this house. What was your vision for it?
Yeah, I built this house based on all the complaints I got from all my previous houses. The things that it didn't have, like parking and multiple kitchens and multiple staff quarters and things like that. So we kind of created this space that no one could say anything about. This house has everything. There's 7 total pools with all water features combined.
How many cars can the car park hold?
50.
50?
50, yeah.
50车的停车位，不错。How many elevators does it have?
5.
How many bedrooms does it have?
21.
And what are some of the other perks that are going to be in here?
There's a nightclub.
Nightclub?
Yeah. There's a casino. It has a gigantic movie theater.
How many people does it seat?
It seats 40, but that doesn't really. I'll show you guys.
Oh, let's take a look at it.
Not with the camera. I'll show you the camera. No camera. But
So what is the square footage of this? Indoor, outdoor, garden, the whole thing?
We're on 4 acres flat, approximately. We have a 3,000 square foot guest house that has its own swimming pool, and we have a full north-south tennis court that's hidden because it's far in the back.
So any guest is not going to move out. Bel Air is, home to the rich and famous. Who are some of the neighbors around here? Tell us.
Jennifer Aniston is on the same street.
Okay, Jennifer Aniston, 同一条街 Jennifer Aniston.
Come on, I gotta remember some names. What's the Tesla guy's name?
What's the Tesla? What is the Tesla? Guys, do you remember? I forgot too. What is the Tesla guy's name?
The cat. Elon Musk. So Elon Musk lives across the way.
And what's their personality? Why do they like to buy your homes?
I don't know, because I'm cool.
They're buying a slice of your life.
I spend a lot of time on these houses, and I don't know if I spend more or less time than other developers, but I mean, we try to provide everything in these houses, from fully furnished and carpets and rugs and flowers and everything done, so you don't have to do anything when you come in. Oh, I do a lot of houses. There's no houses that has a view like this. I mean, this house has a view from the mountains and downtown all the way to the ocean and Catalina in one eye line. I mean, this doesn't exist. And the other thing is it's low down in Bel Air. It's only about 6 minutes from sunset, which is also what everybody wants, to be close into Bel Air and not way, way, way up on Mulholland, where I live. I think when we started this house, what I said was that this house was for someone who would commission a $400 million yacht. But now, it's not that. Now this is a house that somebody would buy the equivalent of a Mona Lisa or the Picasso, because what's happened is the city has changed all the regulations and you can't build this house anymore. So this is really the one. Before we named it the one, it's kind of created itself into the one, because you can never build this house again. And that no matter who you are, you can never build this house again. They would never let you build a house this size in Los Angeles. And it's nice, because we are the only one in LA that has ever had the opportunity to do that.
You grew up in LA?
Grew up in LA.
What was the size of that house?
What I grew up in?
Yeah.
Oh, as big as the closet of this house. But it was,
how big is that?
It was 1,200 square feet or something,
And then, how did you get into building GIGAMANSIONS?
I started producing movies. In my early years out of high school, I was doing makeup, like special effects makeup for the movies, and I moved into the production of movies. So I made 14. And
所以原来是化妆师起步，然后就是电影制片人，大家化妆师们你们都有希望。
During the time I was doing the movies, I was doing little remodels and things. I made more and more money then than producing the movies. So I started doing condos, and in the condos I moved into houses and then built all these contemporary homes.
So it's people who can afford to pay, 300 mil for a Picasso, for a Mona Lisa, etc. And then why not, just add 200 mil on top of it. For a beautiful home.
Yeah, we had to for 500. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, what I'm saying also is that like, what are you going to enjoy more at the end of the day? Like a piece of art or this entire 100,000 square feet? And also at the end of the day, what's going to be worth more money? Like in 10 years from now, is the Picasso or is the one? It's hard to say because like when you get to this level and you get to something that you cannot ever do again, it's whoever owns this house is going to dictate whatever he wants for it. And whoever's going to buy it, if they want it, they're not going to care what they're asking. So you never know. I don't know the answer, but the future will know the answer. But right now, all I can say is you can never get this house again in Los Angeles. So.
The one. There's never going to be a second The One. Very good. What's the name of the restaurant?
Ming Cho Ho.
Ching 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 Chong. Well, what do you think is authentic Chinese? What do you think is real?
Well, I'll tell you, because I've been
It's
3 times to
gringo.
Guangzhou.
Oh!
So, but the best Chinese, you want to see the best Chinese restaurant I've had, Mr. Chow in Miami. You been there?
Not to the
Very
Mr.
good.
Chow in Miami.
It's very good.
Okay.
Very
Cool.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, or Haki-san.
Well,
In
the
London.
Hakkasan is Japanese. I got you something different.
What is it?
Why don't you guess what it is?
I have no idea.
我们的凤爪. This is one of our most beloved Chinese snacks. I eat it
It's
every
a
day.
Octopus?
Octopus?
Or, oh, it has a bone in it. No? What? Are they eating this? Don't open it.
No, I'm gonna open it. You're gonna sniff it,
Yeah.
and then continue your analysis.
Let Mike sniff it.
Okay, so here, sniff it. And why don't you taste it?
Oh, no, I didn't taste it. Sorry. All the Chinese are gonna hate me.
What do you think it is?
I have no idea. I'm not
You know, if
tasting
you
this
want
shit.
a Chinese buyer, you need to be relatable to the Chinese
Listen, I'll tell you
audience.
my Chinese buyer story in a minute when the camera's off.
No, keep it
No,
rolling.
tell me what it is. Seriously.
Chicken's foot.
Oh, no. Here, Mike. I'm gonna give you a Tootsie Roll. That's the American snack. Okay. Okay, you have that.
Yeah, no, I already had like 5.
Really?
I had one with Jessica Alba, just had one.
Mike, did she eat it?
No. But she guessed straight away. She's like, this is a chicken's foot. We have it in Mexico. So you had a
So
Chinese buyer
we
from
had
the
a
movie.
Chinese buyer.
Okay.
Not for the movie business, for one of the houses, and we catered a really nice Mr. Chow dinner, and he brought like this famed
Mao Tai.
Chinese liquor. That it's a story that I'll never forget because at the end of the day, we drank 2 bottles.
Of Mao Tai.
2 bottles.
Yeah. Wow. How
was-
many
it
people were you?
Oh, just us 2.
Just you and
Oh, yeah.
him?
Yeah. Oh, my girlfriend, but she didn't have any, and his wife didn't have any. So it was just the 2 guys, you know. But it
How
was
did
like
you communicate?
kind of through his wife a little bit, and like kind of sign language, and then after the bottle, like we were just communicating with mental telepathy. So. But it's have you had that? That's like dragon fire.
Oh yeah, it's baijiu.
That was called baijiu.
My boyfriend loves it. He
Baijiu.
like brings a bottle with him everywhere he goes.
He's crazy.
It's crazy.
Oh my god, that's the strongest shit I ever had in my life.
所以原来我们的 Nile， 他其实就是一个爱喝酒的人。他一试了茅台，觉得哇塞，他也撑不起茅台。
Cool.
Did he buy your house?
No.
I think we got it.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank
Shay
you.
Shay.
No, whoa, that was a surprise. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting a new video each week with tips and tricks that I think will help all of us lead a better life.